King news, my wonderful people. It's happening. It's really, really happening. Professor Yusuf is a medical doctor, by the way, medical doctor. And when Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu came from Chatham's house, he was one of those that quickly spoke, and he analyzed Tinubu's meeting and what all that happened, why he was, in Chatham's house and what he said. And now our very own brother Peter Obi is out of, Chatham's house where he went to, make, speak and explain what he needed to do in Nigeria if he becomes president. And this is what Professor Yusuf has got to say. It says, my prayer is that when Peter Obi, comes out of the election, we will help him, quieting the IPOB issue. That's what he said. Okay, said, we help him quiet the IPOB issue and ensure that everything is done, that IPOB, IPOB, is sorted out once and for all. So this is what is happening right now, my people. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. In a recent interview with Arise TV, Professor Yusuf Usman covered a lot of grounds about the security problems that centered regions of Nigerians are currently experiencing. The military won't solve the banditry or IPOB problem in the Northwest, according to the professor who was formerly NHS Executive Secretary. According to him, taking to this group and talking to this group and working out problem with them would be the best way to manage the problem, is what Peter Obi said on international ground. He further stated that he hoped Mr. Peter Obi, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party, will not desert the Southeast in the event that he lost the election and will vote and will work to calm the IPOB down and ensure that he ends it once and for all. The military will not address IPOB problem and they will not dissolve the banditry problem, he said, as quoted by Arise TV this morning. Atiku is fully aware that civil officers will need to enter and address the issue they brought in. Another issue is that there aren't many military and other security personnel on ground, and you cannot buy Tonkan's jets and drop bombs from the sky if there aren't enough people on ground to guard the governed area. To staff all of these locations, we need more personnel on ground, more security agents. How many of these police personnel are tasked with keeping an eye on big men? We must upgrade our police department in essential to ensure that all things are done well and ensure that the military and the leaders, everything is done well like it should. Because some of the people in the Northwest and some of the people in the North or in the East are all working to bring Nigeria down. We must ensure that we never allow any of this to continue, he said. He said we must ensure that we bring everyone back. Even if Peter Obi loses, he must bring Nigeria back on ground. He must ensure that he works on everybody. He works on all the IPOB as he has promised in Chatham's house to bring about quiet of the IPOB in Nigeria, he said. So this is what is happening. Professor Yusuf said even if Peter Obi, for instance, does not win the election, Peter Obi must keep his promise of saying that he will work with IPOB and end what is going on now, with IPOB, with a lot of issues going on. So he must ensure that he works with Peter Obi, okay, and ensure that this whole thing come to an end. Peter Obi work with IPOB. So this is Professor Yesufu who, in fact, the way he watched down Tinubu, even Tinubu self know that there is God above. In fact, said Tinubu is not a man that that should be trusted. But for Peter Obi, he said if Peter Obi loses the election, Peter Obi just have to make sure that he keeps to his promise. He brings the whole IPOB thing down. Okay, he talks with them because Peter Obi said that negotiations can be made and reached to ensure that at the end of the day, okay, that the issue is resolved, that there could be negotiations on those grounds. That was what Peter Obi said, that he will make sure that there are negotiations and that, that they can be talked to. So for Professor Yusuf, he feels very strongly that that part does not hold any water, that if anything is going to change, if things are going to get better, they will have to ensure that, they do things decently and in order like they need to do. Okay, they should make sure that every issue that needs to be sorted out is sorted out. And for him, he says, so if, for instance, now Peter Obi does not win, will he still, with the IPOB, will he still talk to them? Will he still talk to them, or he will leave things to chance, and just allow things to go? Well, Nigeria today, we all just have an opportunity. We really all have this opportunity to ensure that we do not endanger ourselves. We must bring this country right back on track and ensure that at the end of the day, we do everything humanly speaking possible and really change the course of this nation and bring Nigeria to where it ought to be. Okay, there are serious issues and there are matters, that needs to be resolved. Yeah, and so everybody, every one of us, all that is going on now, these are days and these are things that we need to pay attention to and do not neglect the fact that every single person has got a part to play in all of this. So at the end of the day, we can truly, come out of it, and then Nigeria can be a better place. Don't forget that, if we do not do this and we leave things to chance, it's not going to affect just one person, it's going to affect us all. So we must bring, this nation back on track. We must bring this nation back on track and ensure that this nation become a safe place, okay, and a place we can call home. That the nation become a safe place we can call home. Every single one of us must ensure that we work adequately and resolve and sort out this nation once and for all. Yes, we must sort out this nation once and for all and bring this nation to where it ought to be. Okay? Don't forget that you have a voice. And so we must speak this together and we must ensure that we bring Nigeria out of the present predicament. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Like us, share, subscribe. Click on the notification button so you can have all our latest news. God bless. Have a good day. Bye for now.